Welcome to Fwea-Go Logic, man. Express your creative intellect.
Hey, what they do, good people? Fwea-Go Jet back with another Fwea-Go Logic episode. And today, although I did drop a video on this like last week, your boy working with a new MacBook. It was necessary. If I'm gonna be doing these videos, I decided I need to invest in quality for me to be able to produce these videos consistently. So that mean I'm working with a new Logic, aka I don't have my old presets and settings saved. Now granted, it would have been nothing but a transfer of files from my old Mac to this Mac, but I figured why not use this as an opportunity to teach y'all or show y'all how I constructed my first or my go-to template. Was it my first? It might have been my first template. But anyway, I'm going to rebuild my go-to template. But yeah, I wanted to use this as an opportunity to show y'all like how I did it. So, or like the mindset behind why I used what I used. So initially, I definitely want my drop because my drop going everything. Now, granted, I do have a couple different drops, but my main drop, shout out to my boy Boom.
Hey, Fwea-Go, drop that heat, boy.
Yeah, let's go ahead and drag that in there. Yeah, no. So I usually have it around. Usually my beats hit around like the beginning of the ninth bar. So I like for my drop to kind of hit at the last beat of the eighth bar. It'll make sense in future videos what I mean by that. So I got my drop loaded. So
Hey, Fwea-Go, drop that heat, boy.
So that's what we got right there. I like starting off at like a 135. This is just personal preference. Please don't copy what I'm doing unless this fits what you're trying to do. But 135 is like a good starting point for like the tracks that I make. Because sometimes I like to go faster, sometimes I like to go a little slower. So that's like a good midpoint for like the projects I be working with.
Hey, Fwea-Go, drop that heat, boy.
So we got the drop. Now, as y'all know, I make upbeat dance music. And then I'm from the crib. I'm from Miami, Florida. So if you know, you know. You feel me? So got my 7.5 hop loop. Let's go ahead, drag that out. Put a little too much. So we got that. You know, I like to rock with a Jersey kick. So again, shout out to my boy Addy. One of these is the loop. Let's see. That's the one I was looking for. So once again, shout out my boy Addy for sending me those kicks. Go ahead and flex that. So now we got that. Once again, from the crib, so you know I need. No, I need that. So, what photo was that in? I could have just dragged it from there, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm in the way. Can't even see everything. Okay, so here we go. I wanted to make sure I got it from that specific folder. So it wouldn't tell me that I'm missing it. All right. What else I need? Ooh, okay.
All night long or from the...
I ain't gonna throw that in there. Definitely need him. And definitely need him right there. If you know, you know. So that's that famous crib shit. Something is off. You know what? Let me chop the beginnings of these. And this really be the process, like just kind of finding the different sounds you want to use, tweaking them to your liking. Yeah, that's a little too far up. What's going on with that? Let me change these. All right, but that should be good. Is something not on a beat? Like, what's up with these? Like, bro, you in the way. You in the way. You bothering me. Yeah, we just gonna get rid of all that extra because I did not need that. All right. Okay, that's cool. Let's go ahead and just Command S that real quick. Say that. What else I need on here? Oh yeah, I did have a butt clap on my last one, so. Yeah, we're just gonna drag it in there. anything else on my template? I think this was all that I had on my starting template.
Hey, Fwea-Go, drop that heat, boy.
That's why I had that right there. So, okay, yeah, I think as far as like the sounds go, starting off, I think that's fine. What I want to do as well. What I want to do is set up my buses, so my sends and returns. Really, my sends. So usually, and again, all of this that I'm going over is personal preference. All of this is personal preference. You don't have to do this. But for me, again, just going over like my mindset with setting all this up. On bus one, I usually had like a reverb. I'm trying to see if I want to set up. You know what? No, let me set up my delays first. So when I'm working and I'm chopping up different stuff, like I be adding delays on my tracks, and to make it easier, I'll put my delays on the bus, so I can just use the bus. Usually, I'll work with an eighth, a half, eighth delay, quarter delay, half delay, and a whole delay. That's usually the ones I mainly work with. So those are the ones I'm gonna go ahead and set up on my buses. Now, for me personally, I use a lot of quarter delays, so I usually add my quarter on bus 4. Go ahead, have my delay. Oh, tripping. Okay, so I added. Okay, I should be like doing a walkthrough. So I'll go here on really any track, honestly, because it's on a bus, so your bus gonna be on any track. So I'll go over to the bus, and again, I said I want to use bus 4 for my delay. Then on the actual aux channel, did I say channel? On the actual aux channel, I would add my effect. So once I turn up the send on my bus, it will bring the signal that's over here on my aux channel and send it over back to whatever is on that channel. I know y'all gonna need a demonstration because I'm the type, I'll hear a bunch of words and I'll be like, bro, what you just said? So let me just go ahead and add the effect on here. I usually like to use the tape delay personally. I mean, you can use any type of delay you want. This is just what works for me. I usually have my now. Okay, when I was in school, they taught me that. Let me make it clear that I'm self-taught, but I ended up going to school to kind of just. If you want the real story, I went to school to please my peoples. Like, I already told myself I wasn't going back to school after I graduated, but they was like, "Look, you ain't finna be in my house if you ain't finna go back to school." So I went back to school for them, but also to kind of like enhance what I already knew. Fun fact. So yeah, when I was in school, they taught me to put the wet all the way up. Me personally, again, all of this is personal preference. So whatever works for you, you do that. Okay, so okay, I should probably go over this. We're adding a quarter delay onto bus number 4, right? So the rate right here are like the rate shows the different delay timings, right? So right now we're working with the quarter. I don't even want to over explain and confuse y'all. So we working with the quarter. Make sure it's, well, for me, I don't need no deviation. The feedback is how much of the delay you're gonna hear. Usually I like my feedback around somewhere around 40, and my output I like to start off around 70. Personal preference. Right here is your EQ, your delay EQ. So this is affecting the frequencies of your delayed effect. I really hope y'all don't hear that damn lawnmower outside, because why is y'all mowing the lawn while I'm making my video? I'm gonna try to clean that up. I really hope y'all don't hear that. But yeah, so these are the frequencies that will be affecting your delay, or like these are the little bar in the middle is the frequencies that will be heard within your delay. So if you have the bar more to the right, you'll hear more of the high frequencies. Oh my gosh, these they pissing me off. Bruh. I'm mad because I'm using the freaking bro, it's getting louder. So the mic I'm using is a condenser mic. If you understand mics, you know like the dynamic mics kind of like block out certain shit. Condenser mics pick up every little detail of sound. Like even before I started this video, the fan in my room was on and I heard the little chain swinging or whatnot. And I'm like, damn, bro, I'm not even near the room. Like, why do I hear that? Bro. Anyway, back on topic. So, yeah, we working with a quarter delay. So right here, this is the delay section of our tape delay. On Logic, whatever plugin you're using, you'll see the name of it on the bottom right here. If you ever want to turn on and off the plugin to bypass, that's right there. Yeah, we ain't talking about that today. I'll save that for another video. But anyway, this is the delay section of our tape delay. This is the character section. This is how you can like tweak the character of the delayed sound. Your feedback is how much of the delay you're gonna hear. Your output has your dry signal and your wet signal. Dry signal being like the actual sound of the track or clip. The wet output being the delayed effect. And then you can modulate the delay with these settings down here. Oh my gosh. I'm so, if y'all hear this in the video when I post this, I apologize. Because this wasn't supposed to be going on right now. Or maybe it was, but alright. We got our delay. So just so y'all could hear what the delay sound like, I'll use the matter of fact now. Turn off the metronome. So that's with no delay. When I add, and again, we added it on a bus, so we can put a bus on any track without having to redo all the settings all over again. That's the purpose of using your auxiliary channels. Let's go ahead, turn up the send for that. Y'all hear the difference? So we had, that's without the delay. Once we turn on the send, so y'all hear how it like faded out. That was the feedback. So if I turn up the feedback, I pause the track and you still hear it going. You feel me? So me personally, I don't need all that. That's a whole lot of bleed. So like I say, me personally, I like around 40, and then um I kind of like my delays to again, personal preference. It depends on the track. Um this the EQ once again of the the feedback that you'll hear. So bro, it can't be that much grass outside the cut. I'm not gonna not post this video. I done spoke on too much already. I'm not finna undo everything I did to redo. No, I'm not doing that. So once again, I apologize for that. So anyway, we got our bus, right? I don't need that right now. Cause again, we're just setting up the template. So again, like I said, for me personally, I like to put my quarter delay on the 4th, and let's go ahead and oops. So being that this is bus number 4, you can rename like your auxiliary channel. You can rename any channel really, but I'm gonna rename this channel quarter delay. So then when I like click on my sends again and go down to the bus, you'll see that bus 4 is now renamed as the quarter delay. So it's easier to know what effects you put on what bus. So let's go ahead and do mindset. Okay. So like I said, I like to work with eighth delays, quarter delays, half delays, and whole delays. Being that I put the quarter on the 4, I need the eighth, the quarter, the half, and the whole. I put the eighth on bus 3 because if you would have flipped the 3 on the opposite side, it would have been an 8. So, I mean, granted, I could go to 8, and like, bro, I'm not gonna separate all these. I kind of want all these right next to each other. So, again, this is what I did for me. You do what you want. So on bus 3, I'm gonna add another tape, and I'm gonna drop these. I ain't gonna lie, what I'm gonna do too while I'm here, because I don't want to keep having to edit these settings. So we're gonna change this quarter to eighth, and then drop the feedback a little bit. My bad. I'm gonna let y'all hear it so y'all can see like what I'm editing. So let me see. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and save this as a preset. Or matter of fact, I'll save it as my default. No. Because what I want to save as my default is the quarter. So I'm gonna do the quarter because I mainly use quarters. So I'm gonna save my quarter as my default. And then now I'm gonna make that an eighth. My bad. I was saving it as the default, so whenever I load up the delay again on another bus, which I'm about to do, I don't have to keep going back to like the specific settings I was doing. So yeah, we got our eighth on channel 3, or bus 3. I'm sorry. Let's go ahead and go to bus 5. Oh, my bad. I should have renamed bus 3. So bus 3, I'm gonna rename this the 8th delay. So now let's work with bus 5. Add our tape delay, and see now that I open up the tape delay, is already at like my 40 feedback, my 70 wet. I don't remember what settings I had on, because I actually did like the settings, like the EQ settings on tape delay 4. So yeah, I'm gonna save this as my default instead. Yeah, I'm gonna replace that. Yeah, save as default. Okay, so yeah, let's go bus 5. So we got our 8th, we got our quarter. Now we're gonna add a half. 5 works for me because half of 10 is 5. This was what was in my head. And that's why I had like the hierarchy or like the placements on the sends the way I had them. And again, I had like reverbs and other stuff. Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. What I'm doing? Oh, half delay, and so the half would sound like. All right. So we got that, and then let's rename. So instead of aux 3, we got a half delay, and then we gonna add a whole delay right here. So 1 of 1. And yeah. So hopefully y'all hear the difference in the different ones. So I'll go over it again. So now we had an 8th delay. We had a quarter delay. That's usually what I use. We got a half delay. I like halves as well. And then we got a whole, just put one whole delay. So when we go to our bus, oh snap, I just renamed the wrong thing. Can I undo that? Yes, I can. Shout out to Command Z that has helped me. One whole delay. So when we go to our buses again, bus 3 has our 8th delay, bus 4 has our quarter delay, bus 5 has our half delay, and bus 6 has our whole delay, right? So me personally, I like to use tremolo. If you don't know what a tremolo is, it's an effect that pans your sound left and right. So I like to have my tremolo on bus 11 because there's a 1 on the left and a 1 on the right. Again, this is what was in my mind as to where I decided to place these effects. So if you go to modulation, you'll see a couple different effects. The one I'm speaking of today is the tremolo. And we're gonna go ahead and open that up. So me personally, that tremolo is too fast for. Okay, you know what? Let me put the tremolo on the clap so you'll more hear it. So if we go here, go to bus 11. Let's go ahead and just rename it now. Tremolo. And then I'm gonna turn it up. So hopefully y'all can hear it spreading left and right. Hopefully my sound is not on mono. So you can like edit how the tremolo hits and how deep, how often with the rate. So me personally, I like 2 bars starting off. So hopefully y'all can hear the sound. Like for the first 2 bars, it's like panning from one side to the next. The next 2 bars, it goes in the opposite direction. Feel me? You can like change the offset of the tremolo. Feel me? But yeah, so the way I like mine, I kind of like a smooth tremolo. And like I said, I like 2 bars. The depth is like how deep. What's the way? How, I guess, intense the tremolo is. So if you have it like slight like this, you're not really gonna hear too much of the deviation left and right. Versus if you turn up the depth, you'll really hear more of the effect. So I usually have mine around somewhere around there, so you could really hear what's going on. So yeah, I'm gonna just say that all of these are just like presets. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and save that as my default for my tremolo. And yeah, this is the amount of the tremolo that I will have on my tracks. So yeah, again, we just setting up the template. Like we not really cooking up right now. So far we got our tracks, we got our delays, we got our tremolo that I need to rename. I thought I renamed it already. Okay, so on our buses we should see this. Okay, cool. Yeah, reverb. Let's add a reverb. What I want to add a reverb on? I'll probably add it on here. So it's kind of dry, so let's go ahead and make it a little wet. Let's go ahead and I like Fab Filter plugins. There was one that I had used that I really liked. which one I had. Which reverb I had, but anyway, just for the sake of this video, I'm just gonna for the sake of this video, I'm gonna just save that right now. So, just showing y'all bus 1, we now have our reverb. Now, you can have short and long reverbs, but again, I see this video is getting a little lengthy. So, let me just kind of do a brief overview of what the hell we just created so far. So, again, we loaded up our tracks. We got our hot, we got our kick, we got our go loop, we got these, we got our clap, and then we got our drop. Again, we have our buses. On our buses, we set up our reverb, we set up our delays, set up our tremolo. I might add some other stuff later, but again, for the sake of the video, keep it as is. And then I usually have like a couple plugins on my output track. I like the adaptive limiter. I like putting an adaptive limiter on my master channel. And what else would I have? I think I usually use the multi-band. Yeah, I usually have a multi-band. I'm trying to think what else I'll be having on my master channel. I don't know, but I have a couple effects on the master. Yeah, so the tracks, the buses, master channel effects, and I mean that's a good start. That's a good start. So from there, I'll go ahead and go to File, go down to Save as Template, and then we're gonna go Fwea-Go. The Fwea-Go template. And boom. That's how you make a template, bro. I'm finna end the video because this bit got long. But thank you for tapping into another episode of Fwea-Go Logic, and but again, stay up, stay blessed, and keep creating. How what?